What is a strategy? A strategy is a plan of how we will make the world better. It includes the approaches we will use to make change happen, a vision of how we want the world to be in the future, the foundations of our work, the principles that will guide our work.
Who we are. We are the global network of people with Down syndrome and their families. A network is a group of people and organizations that work together. Our network includes people with Down syndrome, families, and organizations. Our purpose. Why we do our work.
Together we speak up for the human rights of all people with Down syndrome around the world. Our network together to speak up and take action the human rights of people with Down syndrome. We want all people with Down syndrome around the world to be included in their communities.
Principles going our way. The things we must commit to in our work. We will be led by people with Down syndrome in their families, in the communities. People with Down syndrome and their family knows best what needs to change in the communities. We will make sure people with Down syndrome led everything we do. We will make all our confirmation and information easy to understand. When communication is easy to understand, it makes it more accessible for everyone. We will make sure all our confirmation and information to easy understand. We will aim to make changes that last for a long time, not quick fix. To make change at least for a long time, we need to look at the causes of problems. We will make changes that make people's lives better for a long time. We will make sure no person with Down syndrome is left behind. Some people with Down syndrome need extra support to take part. Some people with Down syndrome have fewer opportunities or are treated unfairly because of their gender, race, or other reasons. We will make sure that we include all people with Down syndrome in our network, so no one is left behind. We will learn together to make our work better in the future. It is important that we learn from what goes well and what could be better. We will make sure our network learns together to improve our work in the future. This will help us to make the biggest change possible in the lives of people with Down syndrome.
Foundations of our work, the things we need in place so we can deliver our strategy. Committed, skilled people in welcoming and inclusive work environment. To make a better world, we need passionate and talented people, including our staff, board members, and advisors. Our team needs to have the skills and support they need. We need to be sure that our team includes all different people and that everyone is welcomed and respected. Strong, active leadership and effective management. We need strong leaders who have great ideas, inspire other people, and take us forward positively. We need great managers who can make sure we work well together to achieve our goals. Inclusive and effective communication. We need to make sure our network communicates well with each other and with people outside the network. We need clear, easy to understand communication so everyone in our network can take part and share their ideas. This will help us work together to make the world better for people with Down syndrome. Good governance by a network that represents people around the world. Governance means the way that the organization makes important decisions about what to do and how to do it. We need to make sure we have a clear and organized way to make decisions together as a network. We need to make sure that members of our network from around the world have an equal say in decisions. Sustainable funding and well-managed money. We need to have enough money to pay for all our projects and costs. We also need to look after our money carefully and plan for the future. This will help us to be successful with our strategy and achieve our vision for a better world.
Our approach to making change. The thing we need to do. Develop and share evidence, story, and example of solution or people with Down syndrome. Example of people with Down syndrome being immediate help make change happening. We will share example or proposition from around the world. Is will help our network to speak up of proposition of people with the children, empower people with the children and their family to speak up first, then women rights.
People with Down syndrome and their families knows best what needs to change in their communities. We will support them to understand their human rights and have the power to speak up and take actions. Support Down syndrome organizations to become stronger and more inclusive. People with Down syndrome and their families have a stronger voice when they work together as Down syndrome organizations. We will support Down syndrome organizations to include everyone and be strong enough to improve the lives of persons with Down syndrome. Build and lead partnerships with important people, groups, and organizations. We can make bigger changes to the world if we work together with other people, groups, and organizations. Coordinate advocacy for the human rights of persons with Down syndrome. Our network will make a bigger positive change if we all speak up for human rights together. We will bring our network together to work on shared goals and shared messages.
Our goal, people with Down syndrome, their family around the world, they have a say in all laws, policy, and other decisions that affect them. People with Down syndrome have the right have a say in all decisions that affect them, including all laws and policy. Our goal is to make sure people with Down syndrome and their family around the world can do this.
Over time, this leads to communities that respect and include people with Down syndrome. Communities often do not respect people with Down syndrome and exclude them from community life. We want to make sure that communities respect and include people with Down syndrome. Laws and policies that protect and promote the rights of people with Down syndrome. Laws and policies are the rules put in place by governments. Laws and policies often treat people with Down syndrome unfairly and stop them from being included. We want laws and policies that protect and promote the rights of people with Down syndrome, systems and services that are accessible and include people with Down syndrome. Systems are the ways that things are organized in a country or community, while services are individual tools and actions that help people live their lives. We want systems and services that are accessible and include people with Down syndrome like everyone else.
This contributes to our vision for the world, how we want the world to look in the future, a bit better world where all people with the syndrome are fully included in society. We want to change the world and make it better. We want to see a better world where people with the syndrome are fully included in society.